What's up, Star Wars fans? Today I want to talk about The Mandalorian Season 3, Chapter 19. I think this episode could be titled The Return of Din Djarin. First and foremost, Din was definitely injured on Mandalore. It definitely seemed like he was drowning until Bo-Katan rescued him, and there's also the fact that Din Djarin has to be forgiven for his transgressions now. He has bathed in the living waters in the mines of Mandalore. So I think in this episode, Din Djarin will return to his people, the Children of the Watch. So in that sense, it will be his return, but he will also be recovering from injury. But all that I don't think is going to be the interesting part of this episode. What I think is going to be most interesting is that Bo-Katan is going to change her mindset greatly after she sees the mythosaur while she's rescuing Din Djarin. Well, I think there's a really good chance that she's going to take that as a sign that Din Djarin is the rightful ruler of Mandalore. I mean, personally, I just love the scene where Bo-Katan is reading off the folklore behind the living waters in that chamber in the mines of Mandalore. In Chapter 18, and specifically in that scene, she does just seem like a spoiled princess. And contrast that with how Din Djarin and how he's acting in that scene. For him, this is a serious religious experience. So the fact that Din Djarin is taking this all very seriously, and the fact that Bo-Katan sees the mythosaur when she's rescuing Din Djarin, well, I believe that is all going to contribute to that mindset shift in Bo-Katan, and she is going to pledge her allegiance to Din Djarin, returning him to the Children of the Watch, and insisting that Din Djarin reunite the clans of Mandalore and take back their home planet. But of course, it's not simply going to be that easy for Din Djarin. I believe his clan, the Children of the Watch, as well as their leader, the Armorer, well, they're going to have some sort of task for Din Djarin, something that will prove himself as a true leader. I mean, if the Children of the Watch are going to transport themselves to Mandalore and start to rebuild their way of life there, then it would make a lot of sense that they're going to need lots of resources to make that happen. And certainly after a couple of seasons, we know that Din Djarin isn't simply going to raid the nearest planet, taking their resources. Now, there's a good chance that he might try and attack an Imperial remnant, just like Bo-Katan did in Season 2, capture one of their cargo ships, and or some of their resources. Of course, we haven't actually seen any of the Imperial remnant so far in Season 3, but we have actually seen pirates, of course, giving Din Djarin's old buddy Greef Karga a hard time on Navarro. So wouldn't it be interesting that this test of leadership is actually Din Djarin taking some of the Mandalorians, his clan's people, to Navarro to help rescue them from a pirate attack? That is certainly a lot to fit into one episode, but I believe there are rumors that this is going to be a longer episode. So hey, Star Wars fans, let me know what you think in the comments below. What's going to happen in Chapter 19 of The Mandalorian? As always, I'm Mike, and remember, the Force will be with you always.